Good afternoon and welcome to your lunch primetime news on TV1. Let's now take a look at the headlines. Sri Lankan national arrested over the seizure of a 110-kilogram haul of heroin last week. Traffic violators receive notices of fine at their doorstep starting today. Rat menace at the Kalupur Teaching Hospital. Prevailing dry weather to continue. Now on to your local news. The 44th Commissioning Parade of the Sri Lanka Navy was held at the Naval and Maritime Academy in Trincomalee.
The ceremony was held under the auspices of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. We would be able to accomplish more than what we have now if our GDP was 4, 5 or 6 times more than what it is at present. But it is important that we all dedicate ourselves to create a strong economy in the country. Therefore, the officers in the Navy have to train themselves to take up the responsibility for this venture. The President and the government are working to provide the necessary resources and to create that environment. You are heading into a new era. So you have to learn about that new era. The Indian Ocean will become the focal point of international politics in a few decades. No matter how the history of the world has changed in the past 2,000 to 3,000 years, our importance in the Indian Ocean will always remain the same. Therefore, the Sri Lankan Navy is entrusted with a huge responsibility of safeguarding it.
Another suspect in connection with the seizure of a haul of 110 kilograms of heroin last week was arrested at the Katunaika International Airport this morning. Police media spokesperson ASP Gunasekara said that the arrested individual is chief suspect in the drug distribution racket in the country. The suspect is a resident of Asirimavati in Kalupur. The police media spokesperson said that the suspect had left to India following the seizure of the stock of heroin. The Police Narcotics Bureau had informed the Department of Immigration and Emigration regarding the matter. The police media spokesperson went on to note that the suspect, who is a Sri Lankan national, was arrested at the airport upon his arrival early this morning with the assistance of the Department of Immigration and Emigration and was handed over to the Police Narcotics Bureau. Meanwhile, a 95-kilogram stock of Kerala ganja was found in the Kodikaman Usan area in Jaffna last night. Police suspect that the stock of ganja was brought down from India. As 2 suspects had fled the scene during the raid conducted by the Police Narcotics Bureau, their motorbike has been seized by the police. And now in some weather news, the Department of Meteorology warns that the sun will be located directly above Sri Lanka until the 14th of this month. The Department of Meteorology says that the sun will be over the areas of Dodandua, Akurasa and Run areas today. Tomorrow the sun is set to be over the Agunukula Palace and Valleypen, while on the 6th the sun is set to be above the Boralaskama and Muskelia areas. On the 7th the sun is set to be over the Nigambo, Bingiria, on the 8th Polonnaru, on the 9th Anuradhapura, on the 10th Nil Valley, on the 11th Nadunkarni, on the 12th Vadakachi, on the 13th and Chunakam on the 14th. The Met Department says that the humid conditions experienced will increase in the afternoon and the nights as thermoregulation will be restricted. The department cites that the blowing of hot wind from the seas as the reason for the rise in warm temperatures. And well, that's all the news we have for you this hour. Join us again at 1:55 for more of the very latest. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Jitendra Gunasena.